Can an electric leaf blower be a useful tool? This is a handheld unit from Ego. It is fully electric. Now the controls are super simple on this unit. You have a trigger that turns it on, and then as far as adjustments, you have a dial up on front that controls how fast the air moves, a slow versus a fast, and then up on top you have a turbo button that gives you an extra boost of air. One of the things everybody wants to know about electric leaf blowers is how long can you actually run it at a time? Well, how long is the battery going to last? And when I run mine, I run it wide open, fastest setting possible, and I have that turbo button engaged at all times. And I can run it at that pace all out for about 15 minutes, give or take a few minutes here and there. If you run the blower at a lower setting, obviously you're going to get a much longer runtime out of it. That goes without saying. Now, the next question that everyone wants to know is how long does it take to actually charge the battery? And from a fully dead battery to a fully charged battery, I timed it at 45 minutes. The first use case that I use my blower for is cleaning off the concrete apron area around my garages and around my driveway, and it works really good for that. This is a pretty easy task. I'm not going to try to, church it up and pretend it's something that's not. These are lightweight leaves, and concrete is obviously a smooth surface, so clearing off that surface is actually pretty easy to do. And if it failed at this task, I would think that this total product is total junk, but yeah, it works pretty good for this. It's quick and easy, and it's easy to grab out of the garage and just click on and go. Now, clearing off the driveway is kind of the next thing that I use my blower for after I do the apron areas, and again, it works pretty good for this. I have a gravel driveway, but the rocks are all compressed down from cars. So it works pretty good for that too. Again, the ease of use and the ability to grab an electric blower and just start using it immediately with a flick of a switch is really handy. The batteries are kept close by, so again, this blower is what I use for the quick, small tasks that I just need to get done. I can come home from work, I can see that there's leaves in the driveway, I can quickly grab it and go to town. Now, the grass itself is where I start seeing the shortcomings in this blower. This grass is particularly long, and it does not clear all that great. That's when it really starts to feel a little bit underpowered. And for something like this, I'm going back to my backpack steel leaf blower for sure. You wouldn't get very far just using this tool. Again, runtime on its fullest capacity setting with the turbo button is only about 15 minutes. I'm an avid detailer, and drying the car is my favorite use for the electric leaf blower. Again, I keep it close by. I do all my washing, usually in the garage. This time the door is open, but most times it's not. And having the electric advantage of no exhaust or anything like that is really a huge advantage to this tool in particular. This is my favorite thing to use this blower for, and I don't know that I would recommend buying one just to dry your car, but I don't know that I wouldn't either. It's a pretty awesome tool. Again, all the little cracks and the nooks and crannies and stuff that you can't really get with a towel and stuff like that, you're going to see kind of how this works with a fresh coating of ceramic over there. The water is beating nicely, and you can just run this blower over all the cracks and crevices, blowing out all that water really quickly. The runtime of 15 minutes on max power really isn't a problem for me. I can make it around the whole car, blow out all the water from all the cracks, and then I can run around with a drying towel and just kind of do some light touch up and stuff like that. So again, short runtime really isn't too bad. If you've ever tried to dry a mirror after hand washing your car, you understand what I mean. That thing will just drip for hours down the door. You dry it, it drips. You dry it, it drips. Not with the leaf blower. Blast all that water out. Again, this is my favorite use for this tool, and it's almost worth having just for this. This tool definitely gives a big thumbs up for me, but I'm not willing to give up my gas-powered leaf blower just yet either. My recommendation for anyone is to have both. They're awesome.